Greetings. Introducing Voices of Festival, brand new podcast series from the International African Arts Festival, created to keep you connected as we count down to our 55th year of culture, creativity, and community. Each week, hear directly from the artists, dancers, musicians, vendors, and community members who make this festival an unforgettable experience. Tune in every Thursday at 8 p.m. on YouTube for Voices of Festival. Celebrate the culture, feel the rhythm, be part of the journey.
Peace. Alafia, Asante Sana, Salam Alaikum, what's good, Wagwan, everything that we supposed to say that we didn't say, that too. Oh, this is Voices of Festival, and this is your boy, your guy, Beware, and I am joined by my fabulous co-host,
Sakina and Zinga. How are you today? Assalamu alaikum. Peace to you.
Oh,
What's
Alafia.
going on?
Oh, everything is good. Everything is great. You know something? Baba Adiyemi said something to me, and I'm standing in for Baba Adiyemi, right? And this is what he said to me a couple of weeks ago. He said, man, we're going to have to get the intro changed. And I'm listening to the intro play, and it says, as we count down to the 55th. Now, we know
Exactly.
we 55th, so let's get that done really quickly. Producers and team, communications team, we got to get that fixed.
Definitely.
But
It's all good. But we're still in the 55th year, so it's all good. You know.
But we're not
good.
counting down now. It's kind of like we're following up and recapping the 55th. So maybe we just change.
Definitely.
Okay. I like tonight's show. I really like tonight's show. I'm a boxing fan. So I'm a boxing fanatic. And tonight we have a brother with us that, you know, I'm going to let you do it because, you know, this was your idea, which I have to give you a salute on that because this brother is worth us having a conversation with, really.
Definitely. Well, before we get into it, let's call on our ancestors. How we do, and we will be introducing our guest just a second. So I'm going to bow my head and I pour libation. I offer light, I offer water for our ancestors, and I say Ibaye Bayantanu, which is I call on the strength of, I give honor and I give praise to. Ibaye Bayantanu, Baba Rabo Jumatatu, Iban Bantanu Mama Kuumba, Iban Bantanu Mama Amanisha, Iban Bantanu Mama Ladi, Iban Bantanu Mama Bird, Iban Bantanu Baba Yusuf Iman, Iban Bantanu Sister Dara Iman, Iban Bantanu Talivo Donna Cumberbatch, Iban Bantanu Mama Stephanie Weaver, Iban Bantanu Baba Lloyd Weaver, Iban Bantanu Baba Bernard Kinsey, Iban Bantanu Iya Salima Moyo, Iban Bantanu Brother Abubadika, Iban Bantanu Baba Tunde Akowe, Iban Bantanu Sister Asada Shakur, Iban Bantanu Baba G2 Weyusi, Iban Bantanu Baba Stan Kennard, Iban Bantanu Nana Deni Zulu, Iban Bantanu Baba MZ Moyo, Iban Bantanu Baba Dick Gregory, Iban Bantanu Baba Kuja Bandele, Iban Bantanu Sister Nisa Van Zandt, Iban Bantanu Sister Jamia Van Zandt, Iban Bantanu Baba Lafia Shango Deyi, Iban Bantanu Baba Alfred, Iban Bantanu Baba Kwame Ishangi, Iban Bantanu Baba Michael Olatunji, Iban Bantanu Baba Abu Bakar, Iban Bantanu Nana Kweyal Ajiapom, Iban Bantanu Baba Canute Bernard Jr., Iban Bantanu Imam Jamil Al Amin, aka H. Rap Brown, Iban Bantanu Baba Chief Bey, Iban Bantanu Baba Aluka Shea Wali, Iban Bantanu Mama Abembola Wali, Iban Bantanu Baba Heru, Iban Bantanu Baba Power, Iban Bantanu, Brother Litana Egungun, Iban Bantanu, to all those names who I have not called. I give honor and I give praise. Iban Bantanu to our community leaders, our freedom fighters whose shoulders that we stand upon, who had a very intricate role in sustaining the legacy of the International African Arts Festival. We give honor and we give praise. Ashe.
Sure. So important that happens, and I know that you guys who watch us and follow us every week. Shout out to all of our subscribers, all of our supporters. You know, right now, for you to give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe, because we're growing, we're moving forward, we're expanding, and it's because of you guys that that's able to happen. Just like because of you, festival is able to happen for 55 years, and which kind of brings us to this story, tonight's show. Not this story, but Sakina had this brilliant idea to bring this talented brother on, and his story and his life and what he's doing is worthy being highlighted and broadcast. And of course, you know, one of our intentions and one of our missions here at Voice of Festival is that we're all babies of festival. We all grew up on festival. Myself, Sakina, we went down the line. Baba Adiemi, Baba Segun, Jumani, Omari. John Medicine, who's been performing on the stage. So I can go. The list goes on and on and on and on. But also, this brother that we're going to bring on tonight, he is also a product of this festival. He's also a festival baby, and he is carrying this tradition and legacy from what he learned at festival in the sports arena. I mean, we're seeing a heavyweight champion being developed, built, make that transition right before our eyes. And this was Sakina's idea. So shout out again to Sakina. Salute on this one that you really put this together for us tonight.
Definitely. And I just want to coin the term, yes, we are festival babies because we were coming to festival as children. But now I want to coin the term sons and daughters of festival. That's what we are, right? Because we all adults here, right? We ain't babies. So yes, we call it a name of endear love for festival. And that's why we say that, because we have strong truth and foundation within festival, but we are sons and daughters of festival. So this is a shining star that is rising as a heavyweight champion, as a professional boxer. And without further ado, we are going to introduce our brother Pryce Taylor.
Oh, there we go. Standing ovation. How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Everything's fine with me. You know, I just relaxing. Just finished. Just had a fight recently, so I'm taking a little break. You know, recuperating and making sure everything's okay with me. You know, I did hurt my hand a little bit. You know, so I just gotta make sure my hand heals correctly, and once I get back into training, everything should be good. You know, get ready for my next fight. I don't have a date yet, but I'm always prepared.
Yes. Well, congratulations on that win. Now
Yeah,
you are 13-0. Yes.
correct,
With
correct.
8 knockouts, I
Yep.
believe. Okay.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
you know, there's a lot going on in the boxing world. So we're going to jump into it, man. We're not going to waste any time. Just recently, you saw what happened. There was a big fight this past weekend in the heavyweight division. I know for your sure. I'm sure you was watching it. You had Joshua, right? And
Yeah,
Joshua had a fight this weekend. At one
correct.
point, it looked like he was going to lose, but then he seemed like he dug deep and he pulled it out. And I know you have to watch these guys, because these are going to be the guys you're going to be looking at contending against. So, what did you
Yeah.
think about? What do you think about the fight this weekend? And overall, what do you think about Anthony Joshua, who's going to be one of the guys you're going to be seeing sooner or later?
If I do end up fighting him, it's just shown that the what I'm capable of doing is just, from my point of view, I can easily stop him. Right? If I drop him, he's not getting up. Right? And if he tries to throw that right hand, he's not gonna touch me with that. So if I ever fight him, it's gonna be an easy win for me, for sure, 100%.
Man, you sound confidence, son.
He's confident.
Yeah,
Love
it's
it.
not it's not even confidence. It's when you know the truth. It's like when you gambling and you know what's gonna happen. It's really not gambling.
That's that Brooklyn state of mind though. Like
You know that's what that is. But I'm saying,
it is. It is. I want to ask you, like,
I love it.
how has Brooklyn shaped your mindset and work ethic?
Brooklyn.
I'm not. Everything just happens when you just living up in Brooklyn. You don't know what really shapes you. You don't really remember. But I do remember. Growing up in middle school and high school, I always wanted to fight. Right? I always had that mindset. I always had the mindset that I can win anything, even if I lose. I'm not giving up until I win, right? And if I
Mhm.
never win, it's gonna take a thousand tries. I'm not gonna give up. That's I think that's my mentality. But the Brooklyn side of it is more of a, you know, I'm better than you. I'm always gonna be better than
Mhm.
you. No matter what I do. Even if you do beat me, I'm still better than you. You just got lucky. It's
Brooklyn.
simple.
We so
You know what I'm
Brooklyn.
saying? Yeah, for real.
You know, speaking of Brooklyn and speaking of being champions, we talked earlier before we brought you on that we're the sons and daughters. That's how Sister Sakina coined us of the International African Art Festival. Share with us some of your experiences with the International African Art Festival and how it has shaped you to help you be the man that you are today, the man that we're seeing right now, training and in the process of becoming a heavyweight champion.
Honestly, when I grew up, my dad loved it. Right, my dad, he loved going there, so he always was taking us, to the
Mhm.
festival as much as possible. I think he just liked the vendors, all the food spots, trying out new food, trying out like seeing all the people with their clothes and just looking at like all the just not even looking at the vendors, is more of the performance part, the entertainment part. That was the best part for us. Just listening to the drums. All right, me growing up, or me, my personality, just I'd be like, I could do that too. Just working on hitting the drums, getting the beat. And then my dancing side was always, just ready to dance, and that was the best part for us. Even just hanging out with my pops. He taking us
Mhm.
everywhere, and then that was the best part. We get to
Mhm.
hang out with our
Eva,
pops and all that.
I
Yeah.
just say, I meant to ask you your father's name to put in the roll call, but what's his name? You want to,
Reginald Leon Taylor the second.
okay, Ibaye,
Yeah.
Reginald Leon Taylor, Ibaye.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Beautiful.
He gave birth to a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
appreciate
And a dancer, because Pryce be doing the cha cha in the ring. He
that.
be thinking it up. He be
Yeah.
throwing them off.
Cause it's so I'm so it's more the cocky. That's the cocky side of me. When I start dancing, that's when I start getting in your head. Like, yo, you really dancing in front of me right now? And then that's when they mad, it messes up their focus. So it's like now they trying to prove that you shouldn't be dancing, right? I'm a
Mm,
threat. But then it shows like then I prove to them that they aren't a threat, right? When they can't do
mm,
nothing. So it's like now you get blinded by rage. When I start dancing, it's like some people just know that they already lost. Some people gonna react. That's how I determine what type of fighter I'm going against right there inside the ring.
mm,
You can tell what type of person you fighting when you dance on them and they don't react or how they do react.
So you be filling them out
There's that part too.
on
You know.
all levels.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
I heard you mention your dad and that he made his transition. He bye bye to new. Um, share with us some of the things that your dad instilled in you. Some of the things you learned from your dad. Maybe because of your dad's connection with festival or things that he introduced you to, that maybe have supported in you being the man that you are today. Some of those core principles, some of those internal thoughts and beliefs that that we hold dear, that makes us who we are. All of us get them or have an influence from someplace. But if you can think
Yeah.
about how festival influenced you in that way, please share that with us.
Well, I do want to mention that it's actually my mom is the one that's part of the, she's the one that really put us into the festival. She put my dad onto it, and my
Oh,
dad is the one that took us. So, I don't want to let my mom gonna see this. She gonna be like, that was me first, So I want everybody to know it's my mom, and
shout out to
but
mom.
the yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
But the part of my dad instilled for sure was just being a gentleman. He taught me how to be a gentleman. That part. Um, am I missing your question again? Tell me your question again. Sorry.
I was saying, share with us some of the things that you learned from your father. You said
Yeah,
you.
yeah, no, yeah, for sure, yeah, yeah. Being a gentleman was the first thing he taught me because we always ride the bus. Even though we had a car, he never liked taking the car to New York City, Manhattan. We always take the train to the city because you cannot find no parking in there. So he instilled that in us, take the train to the city, never drive. So we
Mhm.
anytime we take the metro or public transportation, we would we would be confused on why he giving up his seat, and letting the lady sit down and figuring out like what's going on here. Why are you leaving me to let this lady sit down? We don't know this lady. You know what I'm saying? But he let us know like, you gotta be a gentleman, you gotta get up for your seat. You can't just let the lady sit down, especially if she's pregnant or you know, have the stroller or, older man or older woman with their grandkids or something like that. You just gotta be a gentleman always. And no matter what people tell you, right? No matter how stupid people think you are, right? The right thing is always the right thing.
Mm,
Mhm.
your
He
box
taught you courtesy.
when you're
Mhm.
Right.
training. What is it that your father said to you that is going in that's in your mind that you're holding on to that really gives you energy, gives you that fuel and fire that you need?
No, so with me, nobody, my family, my mom, my dad, they didn't want me to box.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so this is all on me right here. My dad was a basketball player. He wanted me to play basketball. He didn't want me to play football. And once I turned 21, that's when I started boxing. Right, so I'm already doing my own thing. I'm already grown technically. Right, so when I decided to box, I was already 21, and they at first they thought it was just a hobby. You know,
Right.
um, it honestly it was never a hobby.
Hmm.
Right, from the jump. Once I started boxing, once I got in that ring, once I got in that gym, I already knew I wanted to do it as a profession. Right, so that was the mindset that I went into that gym. Right, even though I was a novice, not just a beginner green. Right,
Well, I
once I
guess
knew
what we're trying to get to is what motivates you when
to be a
training gets difficult. Like what keeps you in the ring when it gets hard?
um
Or when the fight gets difficult, your last fight went to the judges,
right,
right?
right, but it wasn't difficult. The only difficult part was knocking him out.
Okay.
That was it. It wasn't hard to win the fight. I was
And
already
you know,
winning.
I told you go for the body, go for the body.
Yeah, but him as a Mexican, he already knew to cover his body because that's their weakness, right? So I think it was more of he already watched my film too as well. Even though no matter what I say, he's still gonna watch my films, right? You could tell I'm a body snatcher. So um, no matter what I said, right, he's still gonna protect his body because from experience, fighting every Mexican that I ever fought, um, they need to cover the body because if they don't cover the body, they going down. As simple as that. And to answer your question before, what motivates me is just knowing how good I am. For real, honestly, it's really it's not that hard to motivate me to be a boxer. What would motivate me to go even further would be I would have to feel like I was defeated, right? like not in a fight because I don't want to get to that far. It would be like in sparring, like someone I'm sparring and someone whoop my ass, right? Can I curse?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So if I'm in sparring and I got my ass beat, I felt like in my heart I felt like I didn't win. You know, that would motivate me to get. I'm gonna get that back. So I'm training for him. You know, I'm training to let you know that I'm the best. Right? You got lucky, and it's never gonna happen again.
Wow.
That's my motivation, honestly. You know, the New York in me, the Brooklyn in me.
Okay.
It's
So,
that
bro,
simple for me. Because
yeah,
I can take punches, right? So it's not the fact that, oh, but you getting hit. I'm not worried about that. I can take a punch and I don't like and I usually don't get hit anyways. So I'm very agile for a big guy.
you know,
That comes from my basketball side.
I love to hear you talk like this, man. I got to tell you, man, being from Brooklyn, and being a boxing fan, you know just as well as I do that we got a long history of heavyweight champions, specifically coming out of Brooklyn. I mean, from
Hmm.
my lifetime, I experienced Mike Tyson, I experienced Riddick Bowe, I experienced Shannon Briggs, Mark Breland, even though he wasn't heavyweight. So
Yeah,
these are guys that I had personal relationships. So shout out to the big guns because it's like you're a part of that fraternity now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like those guys they carry Brooklyn on their back throughout their careers. We're looking for you to do the same thing. All the way till you get that. You know what I'm saying? You get that goal around your waist.
yeah, that's gonna happen for sure.
Give us a time frame, but give us in your timeline or to when you see or predict that you will be fighting for the title for the heavyweight championship.
It's 2026 right now. Anything can happen. That's why I'm like anything can happen
Yeah,
at
that's
any time, any moment, especially at my record,
yep.
right? So I can say a year from now it might happen in that year. You know, I'm not sure. But I'm very patient, right? I'm never rushing. The only time I'm rushing is to fight, right? But I'm not rushing to get a belt to let everybody know, like, oh, I'm the world's champ. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen, no matter what.
So
It's it's it's, it's inevitable.
give me your overall goal. What do you hope to accomplish in this sport? What do you want to experience for yourself and your family? Yeah, share
Yeah.
that with us.
Yeah. What goals are you currently working towards?
My goal is to for people that don't watch boxing, people that don't know anything about sports. I want people to know my name, right? I want people to know me like they know Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather.
I'm
That's
talking.
my goal.
And what are you willing to do? Because knowing boxing the way I do, man, one of the things that some of the names you named, such Floyd Mayweather, these
Right.
guys work. Their work ethic was second to none. I mean, ridiculous. This is
Yeah.
why they were the champions and really made the statements that they did in boxing. You talk about Floyd Mayweather, a guy that has never lost in a fight. He's
Yep.
no oh, oh right. You
Hmm.
talk about Muhammad Ali, arguably is the greatest. So these are names that I really like the fact that that's where you see yourself. But we want to know, like, what are you willing to do to get to that position?
I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not. you know, but I'm a train as hard as I can. I'm a win as many fights as I can, and I'm gonna give 110% every time I'm in the ring. You know, and I know that it's not just boxing that's gonna get me there. It's always gonna be outside of the ring. What am I doing outside of the ring to get that name? So for people to know, oh, Pryce Taylor, oh, he's a boxer. Oh, I didn't even know. He's so kind. Like he helped me out. I didn't even know he was a boxer. You know,
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, what message do you have for young people growing up in Brooklyn or other underserved communities? Like
Mhm.
how do you want to inspire your fans?
Um, I always tell people, if you have a dream, right, don't give up on it because you failed twice. You know, it it it, it, it takes 20 years to become an overnight sensation,
Hmm.
right? So
Talk.
just because you failed one year, just because it didn't jump the first year, doesn't mean it's not going to jump never. You got to be patient enough to go through the pain and the blood, the sweat, and the tears. You can't just give up because you feel like it's not for you, right? But because if
Mhm.
it's not for you, you wouldn't have done it.
Powerful.
That's real talk right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to be. I like the fact that you have your head on right, man. You have your head on your shoulders right, man. It seems like your mind is in the right place, because these are all the things that make a champion. Because a lot of guys may have the physical attributes, they don't have the mental or the character to be able to
Hmm.
get to that place. And just hearing you talk, watching some of your fights, it seemed like you checking off all the boxes, young brother. Really are, man. We look and expect you to do some really big things, man, and accomplishing the things that you set out to do by having your name called right by the greats.
Yep, that's gonna happen.
You know, the I want you to talk to the younger generation, your generation, and how you
Okay.
speak to them. Why they need to participate in whatever capacity possible with the International African Arts Festival.
I say the best the best reason to get involved is because you start to learn community, you start to learn family. If you didn't have a family growing up, you can make a family. Family isn't who you was born from. Family is who you make your family. It's not always blood. you know just being in the vicinity, it's a great feeling because you get all the drums, the energy, the the action, the support that you will get just by speaking up. Just because it feels hard doesn't mean it is hard. You can speak up whenever. You can always ask for help. Um, if you wanna change your life, the festival is the best time to do it. You wanna try to be a dancer, be a drummer. You wanna do something positive. The festival is definitely what you want to do. You could be a vendor, sell some clothes, sell some merch, sell anything that you want to. Um, and yeah, I say,
It's
just
just
be a
vibes.
positive impact. Yeah, it's vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
It's just vibes.
we stand with you, brother. You know what I'm saying? We taking this ride with you, man. We're going to keep our community updated on what's going on with you. Matter of
Mhm.
fact, when you're training, let us know, because we want to be there to get a little inside scoop, get a little inside. Like, yo, we a family, so we're gonna stay connected to you throughout this process because we believe in you. We believe in
Nice,
you.
thank you.
We know that what you're saying must manifest. I love the way you speak truth to power, and I appreciate you for that.
Definitely. Now I got some lightning questions for you, right?
I'm ready.
Who's your favorite boxer of all time?
Oh wow.
Me.
Ooh. What's your toughest workout?
Burpees.
Oh,
What's your favorite pre-fight meal?
okay.
Eggs
Mm. Hey,
scrambled.
what I tell you about them eggs? Okay. One word that best describes Brooklyn.
Uh, King.
One word that best describes IAA Festival.
Energy.
Legacy or championships?
Both.
What's one thing people would be surprised to know about you?
Oh,
Uh, Surprise? I can sing.
You can sing?
Yeah.
Oh,
man, come on, man, come on.
but you can sing and dance?
Yeah.
He be killing them. He be killing them. We find out he about to do
Sing
some
something
Chris,
for us. I'm
some
put
Chris
you
Brown real quick.
give us a quick
Huh?
16 something, man. Come on.
Nah. On the spot, I can't. I'm not singing like that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. I can sing a good happy birthday.
All right, let's say that. We take that. 'Cause who birthday just
Happy
passed?
birthday.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
Oh, yeah, for real.
aside of
We
Damn.
don't put that boy on the spot.
Yeah, facts. I play video games. I can change it now. I play video games. I'm a gamer.
oh, you a gamer too? Well, you play.
Yeah.
What's your favorite game?
Right now, I play Apex Legends. I play 2K basketball.
Okay.
Um, and I play Tekken 8.
Checking it. Okay,
And I'm
okay.
good at Undisputed. My favorite game is God of War for sure.
That's really smart.
Okay, God of War, like a
Yeah,
real, like a real warrior. Okay.
yeah, I am. I
But
am.
before we let you go, man, I gotta tap in. So because I'm just curious. Again, like I told you, I'm a huge boxing fan, and one of the biggest stories in boxing right now is the Errol Spence Jr. conversation about what happened to him. Now, anybody that follows boxing knows that a couple of years ago, Errol Spence Jr. was the undisputed welterweight champion. He was challenged for years, and he finally made it happen by Terrence Bud Crawford, who I thought was just one of the greatest fighters ever in the world, right? Now, what happened was they got together, made the fight, and Terrence Bud Crawford did what Terrence Bud Crawford does, and Errol Spence got beat really bad to the point where a lot of the commentators and pundits say, hey, look, he shouldn't come back anymore. He's not going to be the same self after the beating that he took. Now he's finally come back to boxing. He's speaking about it. And he's saying, hey, this is what happened in that fight. And he's saying that he didn't spar. He talked about the injury that he had to his rib. We had to take the cortisone shot. But he's saying that ultimately he alluded that it was potentially maybe his trainer, Derek James' fault. Now, for yourself, as a guy that's in the profession, as a heavyweight champion, I'm not going to have you talk about your comrades, but if you were in a situation where you have one of the biggest fights in your life coming up, would you be okay with not allowing your trainer to put emphasis on the things that you know you need to put emphasis on for this fight? Would you be okay with a halfway training camp, or because you feel like you're just so Brooklyn that you got it? Like really run us through that process.
Um, there's a so in boxing, right? As like just being a trainer, right? You want to do everything for your fighter, right? That handicaps your fighter when it comes down to situations like that because now they're relying on you, right? Me, I already cut that in the bud, right? I I don't really rely on my coach to where I need sparring, right? I ask him, right, if he can't find sparring, I'm gonna find it myself, right? Not saying my coach is a bad coach, he's not. He's a great coach, right? But if I have to rely on my coach to be a world champion, I'm never gonna be a world champion, right? That's my talk on it. So where it comes to where it's like, oh, I gotta look for sparring, right? My coach has to look for sparring. Why are you that's not your father. Like, you're a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you feel like your coach needs to look for sparring for you, right, speaks a lot about who you are as a person, right? First of all, he's a heavy drinker, right? That was his downfall for real. He was a heavy drinker, right? Every time he goes to a fight that he's not fighting in, he's drunk, right? Um, he got into a car accident,
Bad action.
right? I don't know what the situation was with that. I don't know if it was a DUI, right? But he got into a car accident. He's a heavy drinker, and he relied on his coach where he shouldn't have relied on him. He should have been training himself, right? Me, I already know what to do. I know what I need to do in that fight. I know when it comes down to certain situations, you never gonna mess up my timing. My timing is always there. It's never gonna go away because I worked on the little things myself, right? The little things that people don't notice when you're in the ring, because that's the most important part when it comes down to, oh, I don't have sparring. I ain't sparring, right? Because me as a heavyweight, my first when I started as amateur, I was knocking everybody out, right? I ain't get no sparring for a year and a half. So now I
Mm,
gotta figure out. Now I gotta figure out what to do, right? That was the click. Easy. The first before I even turned pro, that was the click. You know, what if I
really,
don't get sparring?
really quickly for those of our festival family, festival viewers who may not know what sparring is, explain to them what sparring is.
Okay, so people that will understand it better. It's a fight for practice. It's a practice fight. Basically, I'm practicing fighting, but I have headgear. I have regulation gloves where I'm not really hurting my opponent, right? So, as in the fight, I wear 10-ounce gloves. In sparring, I wear 18-ounce gloves, right? So the 18-ounce gloves are like this size, real a lot of cushion, right? 10-ounce gloves is here, right,
Mm,
closer to the knuckle. I have a headgear on, and that's really what the difference is for sparring and a fight. You know, you're more protected in sparring, and it's like when you play basketball, it's like scrimmaging, right? It's like going down and back with each other, learning on like just slowing down. It's for me, it slows down the fight so I can understand what I'm doing and what I need to do in certain situations in the fight. You know, so that's what sparring is, and um, yeah.
So
I
you're
like that.
basically saying that he wasn't responsible with his own training. He didn't take his training seriously, and you don't think
He
he's
must not
taking
have.
his career
It-
seriously
it-
because he drinks all the time. That's
but
what you're
here's
saying.
look, I'm not going to say that because again, Errol Spence is
Well,
not.
I could say that I could fight. You know, I could say that. You don't gotta say that. Listen, Adrian Broner, it happened to him as well. There's a lot of fighters that put drinking in front of their career, right? Mayweather was the only person that went to the club and drank water. He didn't drink. He
Facts,
didn't
facts.
smoke. He didn't do nothing. All he did was he go to the club, right? He be up till 3 o'clock in the morning. He wake up at 5, start running. Right? Everybody said Adrian Broner was the next Floyd Mayweather. How you drinking? You
You,
drinking alcohol and you looking for girls, right?
you know,
Mayweather looked for girls, but he wasn't drinking. He was responsible. He was always sober. You know, so that's why he's 50-0. That's the difference. That's the difference with me too. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't party. Right? And if I do party, it's for sponsorship.
smart, smart, smart. That's how you do it, smart. Like I said to you earlier, man, you really sound like you have your head on well, man, on your shoulders, and talking to what it sounds like. It's almost like if I'm talking to Bud or if I'm talking to Andre Ward. You know,
Mm.
if you ever talk to those guys, these or even Porter, these guys outside of the ring, they're good men. They're really good men and good people, and have their mind on right. Shout out to Bud. Shout out to Andre Ward. Shout out to my brethren, my partner. Bernard Hopkins. We got a little history. For years and years up in Greater Foot, up there in Pennsylvania, outside of Philly. So, really, really good people, man. But talking to you is like talking to one of those guys. So I can see you accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish in this sport.
It's definitely gonna happen. It's already in fruition. It's there. I got the key. Just gotta get to the chest.
And what's interesting, because you're undefeated, Sakina. This is how season is gonna go. With Joshua winning this weekend, I think he has the IBF or the W. He has one of the belts, right? Tyson
Mm-hmm.
has the other belts, right? And so at any given moment, like right now, Bryce is a contender. So he can move up the ranks because of Joshua's rank and be within that group of people that has to have a mandatory fight against Joshua or Tyson for me. They have to take the fight because he's the mandatory contender. And or if one of the guys who's a mandatory before him drop out, injury, don't want it, not prepared, that pushes him up. And who gets to decide that really is the guy who's fighting. So that's Joshua and that's Tyson Fury. So they can say right now, today or tomorrow, yo, call Pryce Taylor up. Let's give him a shot because he's undefeated. Tell me, help me out here. Am I right? Am I wrong?
Correct.
All
You know what you're talking
right.
about.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
And that's life changing money.
over there.
That's really why he's so excited. Cause that's life changing money. For real. Like I can leave. I could go to a different country if I want to, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm not. I'm staying in New York. I love New York. You know, I've been around the world. I think New York is the best place for me. Um, New York is my space. You know, Brooklyn is me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So if I do
I
move and
know
if
what
I
you
do get a
mean.
house, if I do get a house somewhere else, it's not to move. It's just to go on vacation for a little bit. You
So
know,
quickly, what is your, because now you're in between fights, you just finished, right? You kind of letting your body heal and get recovery, talking about an injury. When you start kind of getting into the training mode again, like
mhm.
what is a average day for you when you're training for a fight? So you're waking up at 4, are you like eating, you have fixed meals, you're like, walk us through that process.
Yeah, no, I'm not waking up at a super early time, and you know that's more for the lighter people because they gotta make weight. But for me, it's just regular time. I just because I'm already in shape. I just gotta get the oil back in the shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure the oil is I'm still oiled up and my hands go out loose as much as possible. Come out just come out snapping. That's all I really worry about for me. I'm a heavyweight. I don't gotta make weight. I don't really have to run, but I do because for my legs. Just to
Cardio.
get the motion of the working, just training in general. Running long distance helps with losing weight. Short distance is help for your stamina. And burpees help for full body. I hate them shits. I'm not gonna lie. Burpees helps with the full body. I do a lot of pull-ups, a lot of push-ups, all calisthenics. Not too many weights. And if I do weights, it's contained in calisthenics with it. Like I'm not doing knees. I'm doing more push-ups and then throwing it up in the air with the burpee type of thing. It's cat.
Are you doing, so you're not doing any strength training then?
I do strength training, but
Okay.
it's not right now. I'm chilling right now. Strength training is more is the calisthenics.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's
Okay.
that's pretty much. I don't really have to do too much. I don't have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning because um the day is the same. It's the day. Everybody. There's a saying where it's like they're training somewhere else. What's the saying? It's something about like the time if you sleep and someone's training and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, is we, when he goes to sleep, I'm training. You know what I'm saying? So it's like no matter what, everybody's gonna go to sleep no matter what. You gotta go to sleep sometime. You can't not rest. Rest is the most important part of the training, right? You
Mhm.
gotta train 4 times hard, 4 times of the week hard, and then two times out the week you resting, and then you go right back into boom, and then the last day you doing light workouts, just a little walk, jogging. You just get the little stretch out, and everything. That's all it is. It's not that it's serious. It's serious, right? This is me talking it. It's not that hard, but it is hard, right? For people that's not used to it. Let me get that straight, right? My bad. But so
Okay. So 4 days on strong,
mhm. Not straight though, not
2 days.
straight. Not
Okay.
straight. Just not straight. It's
So
two
you're off
days.
on, off on, off on, but
Yeah,
2 days
yeah,
are
exactly.
light
2 days
and
light,
one day.
2 day
Mm-hmm.
right, correct. Sunday off completely. Sunday, Saturday off, Sunday off, Friday off completely. Depends on which day, like what I'm doing, or if I have sparring or anything like that. But I definitely get 2 days of the week off. The most important part is what you put in your body.
Mhm.
Um, you know, I eat, I eat, I eat whatever I want, but I have to make sure it's healthy enough, so where I can still be, so I can still recover, you know. And that's I eat healthy for the most part because, you know, I know I've been doing this my whole life. It just I don't eat red meat, I don't eat a lot of junk like that, and it's just natural. It's not discipline for me. It's just an everyday thing.
Copy that. Copy that. Let me ask you this: is there any fighters that you see out there that you would like to fight, that you see them as a potential challenge, and you would like to mix it up with them?
Yeah, I came to a conclusion that I don't really like calling people out when they fight when it comes down to fighting. You
Okay.
know, it's more of like if we end up fighting, we fight. I'm not gonna I don't need to call you out because that's really pointless. I don't make the fights. I don't right. I have a promoter. For that. So and I really don't want to call anybody out because I want to fight everybody.
Is there
You know.
any fighters in any division that you really like for whatever reason?
Um, yeah, for sure. I like Shakur Stevenson. I like
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. I like Richard Hitchens. Um, I like I like Ben Whitaker. He's from the
Oh, yeah.
UK. Who else do I like? No heavyweights. I don't like heavyweights. Um, who else? I like Shushu. Shushu, that's my boy. Bruce Carrington. He from Brownsville. We used to train together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, who else?
Boots.
Boots. Yes, I'm tripping. Yeah, I love Jerron Ennis. I like his style. I kind of stole some of it when I came. I went to his gym and I sparred the heavyweight that goes to his gym.
Okay. Okay.
And I seen him sparring, and I was just like, yo, I need that. I need that in my arsenal, bro. Like, yo, how'd you do that? You know what I'm saying? But I didn't really ask him that. I just was saying that in my head. But I'm a fast learner. So I can analyze what he was doing, and I took it a little bit. I broke it down in my head. Um,
What about the
and
internet guys like Ryan Garcia and Logan Paul and Jake Paul and
nah,
nah,
no, 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 nah. The only thing I like about Ryan is his speed. That's it. But he's not a good fighter.
he got some hands, yeah. Ryan got some
Yeah,
speed
he's
on.
not. He's not a good fighter. He's a good entertainer. He's a pretty guy. He's a pretty boy. He get all the girls, right? But he's not a good fighter, right? No, he's not a good fighter. I like Tank Davis for sure.
Tank.
Tank Davis. But he has a problem with girls. He picks the wrong girls. That's his problem. Um, he don't like girls. He don't like girls that box. He don't like girls that are athletic. That was the problem with him.
What
He
about
like girls that
Roach?
who?
Roach, the guy from
Oh,
DC.
Roach.
He cool
Eh,
for in his weight division. He's making some noise. He just had a nice fight against Pitbull recently.
yeah. I don't watch him. I'm not gonna say I don't like him. I don't watch him. I only knew of him because of the fight with Tank.
Tank,
That was
okay.
it. But I don't really watch him because he don't really come up on my feed on my feed when I look up on YouTube and stuff like that. But all these other guys are mainstream dudes that I've studied. And the reason I don't like heavyweights is because it's not because I don't like them. It's because I'm gonna have to fight them one day. I'm not gonna. I never look up to my hero. You never look up to your hero, bro. Right? To the youngins that you watching, if you ever if you ever get into boxing and you're a fan of me, did that. Don't be a fan no more, because you're gonna have to end up fighting me. Somebody's gonna have to win, right? Somebody gonna have to win. You don't never meet your hero, right? We gonna be cool. We gonna be cool after.
He's talking all of this wisdom, man. Where you get this wisdom from? Like, where's this come from? Like,
Festival son. What do you mean?
he's
Where
talking like an old man. Like, come on, where's this coming from?
I love it.
Yeah, I'm an old man at heart. I just never, I don't speak like that. I just speak about what I know. That's all it is. I'm an observing guy, and when I gotta speak, I speak about it. That's all it is.
Okay.
Well, brother Bryce, this was a really insightful conversation. Really
Mm-hmm.
see, one of the festival sons really reaching the pinnacle. Like you said, life-changing money, man. We want that for you. We hoping we're gonna hold that for you, man, so you can have that experience, man. And we can really announce that to the world. Like, this is one of the festival sons that's out here making these things happen like this.
Yes, we are so proud, so excited for the future.
Yes,
You know, shout out to your promotion company. Is it Salida Promotions?
Correct.
It's
Correct.
backing you. Okay.
My manager, Keith Sullivan,
Mm-hmm.
my coach, Benny Roman, and my gym, Cops and Kids in Flatbush.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, my mom, and
Yes.
you know,
Ayaba.
yeah, my
yeah.
mom, all my supporters. Thank you. I appreciate your support.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
We gonna keep this link going, man. Because so
The
we,
price.
like I said,
What
we
do you say? What do you say? The price is right.
The price is right.
Price is right. I
Hey,
love it.
if it ain't right, it's
Hey,
wrong.
Taylor.
Yes, correct.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Price. I love it, son. Yo, we are taking this trip with you. We are taking this journey with you, man. You are taking all of Brooklyn with you, son. So
Mm-hmm.
wherever you at, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be there too. Whether we're not there personal, we're gonna flood up the streamlines. We're gonna be
Yeah,
we're gonna be downloading, we're gonna be streaming. We're taking this trip with you, son. We're taking
yes,
this
sir.
ride,
Thank you.
son.
It's
Appreciate
gonna
that so
be
much.
excited. So, like, comment, subscribe, follow at AA Festival on IG and Facebook, and on Voices of Festival on YouTube. Subscribe. And where can we find you, Pryce Taylor _23
On
on
Instagram.
IG?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's an underscore.
That's my main page. That's really what I be on. I be on TikTok a
Mm-hmm.
little bit. I think I need to start being on TikTok more, but Instagram is where I'm at right now.
Okay.
My fan base is going up. Uh, and I can't wait till I get to 1 million followers.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
We're going up. The price is right, and it's only
Yes,
going
man.
up
Only
from here.
going up.
Brother Price, we're gonna see you soon. We're gonna keep the link
Mhm.
time. You can send walk with faith, walk with trust. Shout out to your pops, to your moms,
Mhm.
all the family, and we're gonna see you soon, brother.
Yes,
Yes,
thank you.
indeed.
What do you think about that, young brother?
It's just so heartwarming. It's just so heartwarming to see our youth growing and blooming, blossoming, and just being who we instilled them to be. It's like we're sustaining a legacy and we're building a future. And we see the fruit of the labor that has, come about. So, yes, I feel good.
I feel good because
Hmm.
we're bringing the Sasaya drummers and teachers and bring
Hmm.
Omari and Jumani, where they're working behind the scenes on the board. But to see
Hmm.
a Summer Festival that's out in the world doing something that not many people are doing or would even care to do, and doing it well, excelling at it at a very high level. I'm excited for what this brother's going to experience. I'm really looking forward.
Mhm. Definitely. And, the community, this is why we did a community spotlight to highlight, our next leaders in the atmosphere, next leaders in this movement moving forward so we can support our own and stay behind him. So.
Definitely. And again, it's just a further testament and more confirmation, validation of what institutions, Black independent owned institutions that are geared in African culture, African wisdom, African history, African art, what kind of product it produces.
Mhm.
And this brother is just like all of us are products of what this institution has produced. And it's our commitment, it's our job and responsibility that we play our role in moving this on to the next generation, the next 55 years and 55 years beyond that. And it's an honor to be a part of this and see it's like brother Pryce, Pryce is right. It just confirms it for me, like you're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing for the right reason, right with the right people, that purpose-driven life, and it's an honor.
Well, it is. I agree, Ashe.
Ashe.
So we've done it again. We've done it again.
We did it again, man.
Yep. We got another week coming. We're keeping the ball rolling with festival. This is a part of how we are sustaining our legacy and we're building our future. So, follow us on IG, follow us on Facebook, IAAFestival.org, IAA Festival, and donate, contribute, sustain. We would love for you to become a Cultural Steward member. We would love for you to donate to the Drive for 55. You can find all information out on IAAFestival.org, and you can text to give as well. But all information is on IAAFestival.org. So just remember to like, comment, subscribe, follow, and we want to hear from you. Thank you. I am honored. My name is Sakina Nzinga, and this is Beware. And we are out. Thank you. Peace.